ॐ सहना भवतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावतीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. Wonderful. We are the prisoners of our own habits. We are the prisoners of our own thoughts and habits. See, we know that we want to develop certain things, but we are not able to do it. I have the knowledge, but I don't have the will to make it as a skill. See, I have the knowledge, but I don't have the willingness to make it as a skill. So, how can I do it? It's a very simple formula. So, let us try. So they call it as a 21/90 rule. See, now let us understand this particular rule. Okay. This is just a study by Dr. Maxwell, a cosmetic surgeon. So, this is just a study, it's a research. They have done it. So, it all depends upon the individual. Every one of us are unique. It also goes by the age and the stage in life also. See, whatever I used to make it as a habit within few days, now I am finding it difficult because of the age. Okay, the question is, this is a general rule. See, for example, we say that the average weight of an Indian 65 kgs for a male. But it is average. There are some people who have got about 100. There are some people with only 50 kgs. Now the question is, this study is only take it as a kind of a figurative. That is one. See, for example, in the US, the average weight is nearly about 88 kgs. In Canada, it is 80. In India, it is 65. So the rules can change. It is not a law. That is one. Now, any habit or any practice you want to do it takes minimum 21 days. There is no sanctity, but it is a research data. Okay, it works. It depends upon the individual commitment. One is it takes about 21 days to make it as a habit. So it can be 40 days, it can be 15 days, whatever it is there. It all depends upon the individual's commitment. Okay, now I got a habit, but I'll just give up. For that, takes minimum 90 days to create as a lifestyle. It must become a kind of the second nature of a person. Okay, that is one. Let me explain to you. In our own Indian culture, okay, now we call it as a mandalam. What do you mean by mandalam? Is about 48 days. Anything that you want to do it, normally they take it as a one mandalam. Okay, that means anything you want to do it in our culture, it takes minimum 48 days. Okay, now just for the understanding, take it as a 21. Now, people who are going to the Sabarimalai, see, they have to have a kind of the rhythm or the vow for 41 days. Okay, the whole purpose is to discipline themselves for 41 days so that they can continue. See, unfortunately, what happens, it becomes a kind of a ritual. And I know a lot of people who are able to do it very well on 41 days, and the next day they break all the all the discipline. Okay, that is not the purpose. The whole idea is you create a habit and make it as a lifestyle. That's more important. Now, when I talk about this 21 days to make it as a habit and take 90 days to create this a lifestyle, then anything you want to do it. Okay, either you want to make a good habit or break a bad habit. Okay, you can do it. So when you do it, you must do it right now, here and now. Don't postpone. Don't look for a muhurtam. Okay. Now, see, the positivity is like a muscle. Okay. Keep exercising and it becomes a habit. I want to do certain things. No, I must keep on trying to do in such a way that it becomes a kind of a routine. Okay. There is a beautiful loop for you to understand. Okay. Now listen very carefully. We start with the cue or a trigger. Now, for example, whatever I am telling you can be a cue for you to start. Maybe it is a triggering point. Okay, I am giving the cue. I am also triggering you. Okay, you have to develop some kind of a good habit and also break the bad habit. That means this is a cue. You call it as the trigger. Okay, now that is a starting point. So you are doing that on the first day, on the 21 days, right? Now what happens? You must be absolutely clear that I must really continue every day. Okay, that means from the cue, that means it becomes a routine. It becomes a kind of a rhythm for 21 days, whether I like it or not. So I want to do it. Why? I made a kind of a commitment to myself. Okay, I want to develop this particular one. Right? From cue. So it becomes a kind of a routine. Now, over a period of time, you always find a lot of the reward. Yeah, I will get into a mood. I know it is good. Okay, this becomes a reward. Then again there is a cue. Now it's a loop. That means you have to do it 21 days, or there are people who are able to do it very earlier, it's good, or some people cannot do it even 21 days. You must go to continue for even more days. So the 21 days is only figurative. Okay. So that means the cue to routine to the reward. So I am giving a trigger now. Okay, it depends upon your commitment. Okay. I had told myself that I want to do it. It's a good habit. Earlier I was ignorant. Now I am knowledgeable. No, I don't want to continue to be an idiot. I have decided that I will do it also. Having promised, that means I must commit myself. Okay. Now, this again the same, the loop. That means you must remind yourself. You must be conscious. Make no mistake. So this is what I call the commitment. That means it is a trigger. Okay, now we have to initiate. So you should make sure that I am going to do it for the next 21 days or 40 days. Depends upon your own commitment and also the capacity. One. That means it's a reminder. Then you must make it as a routine. Don't do it for one day and then leave it for another day. If you don't do it one day, that is the beginning of the end. Suppose in the first 21 days, if you are not able to do it, okay, even one day, that means I always used to tell it is the beginning of the end. That means you must be absolutely committed. Yes, I want to do it also. That is a routine. Then over a period of time, it's a kind of a reward. You will also try to enjoy. Why? Because I am able to honor my commitment. So this is excellent reward. Okay, that is one. Now, having said that, let us have some kind of example. See, we have got about three personalities. One is physical, emotional, and the intellectual. Now, I just want to give you a simple example. For example, with the physical body, assuming that one man is keep on, overeating. He is not, making any kind of exercise, right? And then he doesn't have any kind of discipline. That means take a kind of one particular habit. Yes, I have committed to myself. Okay, that means I will not overeat. I will make sure that every day I will exercise. Okay, that is one. Suppose if it is a kind of a emotional one, maybe I am getting angry. I am getting angry, isn't it? Now I know about it, but I am sometimes feel absolutely helpless. Now why don't you try this? Right? The moment you want to do certain things or you want to talk to somebody, that means tell yourself, remind yourself that I shall not get angry. Okay? Which cannot happen immediately. So you will make a mistake. So what? Again, you must keep on doing it also in the emotional. That means hurting people also. All the other things. So this also you can make it as a good habit. Then, for example, take a kind of an intellectual personality. Now I want to read every day. Right? I start one day and then I forget about it. Now why don't you do a kind of a practice every day from 7 to 8 or any fixed time? I shall do it. Every day I'll read it. I'll make a note. Okay, 21 days. Now, for example, whatever that you select yourself. Okay, that means you must be absolutely committed. Okay, there is a lot of self-motivation, right? You must keep on reminding yourself and then make it a kind of a routine. And then you will see a lot of reward. Then you always get a lot of the energy to continue. Okay, so anything that you want to do is, why don't you start? Never wait for the muhurtam as I told you. Today is the excellent day. Now I'm here. You start the same thing also. See, most of us are very lazy. It is our nature. Now you wake up. Yeah, I was not knowing earlier. Now I know it. Okay, now I must do it. I must have a lot of commitment. Now if you don't do that, see, that means even after so many decades, right, you will not be able to improve. Now all of you are quite young, all of you are very intelligent. Okay, unfortunately a little bit lazy, but you have to wake up, arise. I have to do it because it is good. Earlier I was not knowing. Now I know it. I am going to do it. It is not only 21 by 90 rule. Until I am able to do it, whether it is a kind of a one mandalam of 48 days, right, or anything, but I will do it until I am able to get it. I will do it until I will get it. So this is my promise. So I cannot break my own promise. That means I will lose the energy. Okay, take care. All the best. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Sadhu Niramaya Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.